I sounded like Mera Nam Avanti hai. फिर लूट लिया अंग्रेज ने हिंदुस्तान को. This one made me laugh. India वाले क्या मर गए थे? Why choose a foreigner? Aren't Indians good looking and good from heart? What else you people need? Hey Avanti, you're acting so stupid, making reels with dumb teenagers. Namaste everyone, this is Avanti and today we're going to be reacting to hate comments and thodi bahut wholesome comments as well. Hate is an interesting thing on the internet. When you put yourself out there for public consumption, agar koi bhi channel hai, platform hai, then it comes with the territory. You will be appreciated and you will be criticized and you have to be open to that. That being said, ek tarika bhi hota hai in which you can express your views. And I'd like to start with the first kind of hate comment. I'm not going to dignify these by even sharing screenshots. I'm just going to share the words. If you're a woman on the internet, then you are very used to seeing the words Sali, Randi, Slut, Benchod, Motherchod, like all of these. I don't even want to go on and say all these galis for absolutely no reason, just for existing on the internet. Sure, somebody is hiding behind a phone or a computer and it gives them this anonymity with which they can write anything and approach you, but think about the fact that there is also a human person on the other end. In that same vein, here is an interesting comment. Mera लन देखने का reaction video बना. So I've made a few reaction videos with my grandparents, and we've been talking about a lot of different things in them. But interesting. मुझे कोई interest नहीं है आपके लन देखने का या उस पे reaction बनाने का. But thank you for sharing this valuable piece of information with our community. Shameful intro. Just paused after 15 seconds. Shame on you, girl. ये मुझे समझ नहीं आता है why people will watch something only for 10 seconds and then make a judgment about it. अगर किसी चीज़ को judge करना है, if you want to judge something, I would encourage you, watch a little bit of it. See the argument somebody is making and then maybe talk about it. And I cannot tell you the number of these kinds of comments. If highly educated people like you make videos like this, then what can we expect from normal people? Please make knowledgeable career counseling or sweet vlogs of university. I subscribe to you for these topics, but anyway, it's your choice, so your choice. Well, thank you for acknowledging that it's my choice, and I appreciate the tone with which you've said this. You haven't said it with hate. In fact, this is what somebody from our community responded, and thank you so much for responding to them. You said, in fact, this is one of the most important topics where education has to be imparted. If each person in India has enough sex education, then undoubtedly we can make better improvements in sexual health, female health, mental and physical abuse, and a lot of things. And I completely agree. Because we don't talk about sex as a country and as a world, to be honest, in a normalized way. As a result, we don't talk about good touch and bad touch. हम consent के बारे में बात नहीं करते. And as a result, people grow up with the mindset that there's something shameful or you are not equipped with tools and things like rape are brushed under the carpet. Your accent is very fake. I can tell that your accent is fake. Not sure about your siblings. This is one end of the spectrum and it's not hate. I can understand. आपको लगता है कि मेरा accent fake है. That's okay. I understand that. But it's so interesting that you assume that. You don't think about maybe this person has lived elsewhere. Maybe there are other life experiences. The assumption is always something doesn't agree with what I think is normal. Therefore, it must be fake. Therefore, it must be unoriginal. Then on the other hand, we have people saying very kind and wholesome things. That accent is a thing of beauty. Please teach me that accent. I wish I could speak like you. The shift from the crisp Hindi to that English accent is fire. I mean, this is a clear example of kuch to log kahenge, logo ka kaam hai kehna, which is kind of the point of this video anyway. But you know, it's interesting psychologically. हम हमेशा जो बुरे comments है या कोई भी ज़िंदगी में कोई भी बुरी चीज़ जो है, something that's hateful or bad, we pay so much more attention to it, even if it might be 5 or 10% and the rest is 90%. So it's fascinating. But I would like to thank you all for your very kind comments about my accent, particularly around my Hindi. It was always a big insecurity of mine because my Hindi wasn't that good. When I first moved to India, I sounded like Mera Nam Avanti hai, you know, and because meri ucharan, the pronunciation wasn't on point, and I had to work so hard to get my vocabulary up, to get my pronunciation right. So it took a lot of work. I did Hindi classes 5 days a week because for me, ek to mujhe karna hi tha for school because I was studying in an ICSE school. There's two aspects, right? Ek to aap accent ke bare mein puchte ho. A lot of people ask about the accent. Your accent is a product of your exposure, where you've lived, what you consume. But then there's the other part, which is your vocabulary, your confidence, and your comfort in the language. For me, to improve in Hindi, I really needed to be more comfortable, talk in it more, practice more, and get that regular instruction. And so for me, classes were really helpful. So if you're looking to improve your English, I would highly recommend checking out classes. In fact, there's this incredible service called Cambly. Cambly is the only app in India that provides one-on-one tutoring with tutors from the US, Canada, the UK, and especially if you know how to read and write in English. I know many of you went to English medium schools, but you lack a little bit of confidence in speaking because of the vocabulary or the practice. If you don't speak English at home, jaise mere ghar mein we speak a little bit of Hindi, but mostly in English. So for me, Hindi practice was really important. So I would say for you, English practice is really important to get more familiar in the subject. It's great. I, in fact, tried out one of their sessions. I'm going to include a little clip of the session so you can see. And it was really fun. They're all super professional and it's very easy to use.
I started working with Cambly and I love it. It's just great. It's you get paid for doing something which is pleasurable.
There's also a set of different courses, so you can opt for any kind of tutor, anybody who you think you'd want to chat with, and many are available pretty much 24/7 because they're in different time zones. And there's also this list of courses that you can go through, and there's lots and lots of options, so definitely check them out. And they're super friendly. Koi judgment nahi hai. They don't judge you, and they'll be very supportive in helping you improve. And I would highly recommend it. And if you'd like to try it out and you'd like a discount, Cambly has been very kind in partnering with us for this video, and they're offering a 25% discount to any of our community. So if you want that discount, you just have to use the code 25Avanti. I will also include it in the description box below when you download the app for a discount, and it's pretty affordable and pretty cool. I tried it out myself and I would highly recommend it. Definitely check them out. And I've also received a lot of comments about confidence while speaking and presence, and bahut logo ko, a lot of you have been kind to me about that. If you're interested in that, I can definitely make a video on public speaking and tips and presence. So agar aap wo video chahte hain, please let me know in the comments below. Or if you want any other similar videos, let me know, or any similar resources. Okay, so these next set of hate comments are really interesting because they are about my relationship. Dude, our country's sex ratio is so bad and still you can't find an Indian boy to love. Phir loot liya Angrez ne Hindustan ko, referring to, I guess, me being the thing that's being looted, which I have a huge problem with, and I will talk about that. लिख के देता हूँ, ये लड़की नचा रही है गोरे को, उसे करके फेंक देगी, देख लेना शादी नहीं करेगी. People have such interesting opinions. Nice way to get citizenship. Okay, let's respond to all of this. Firstly, I'm a US citizen. I was born there, lived there for half of my life, so not trying to use anybody to get citizenship. This one made me laugh. India wale kya mar gaye the? Why choose a foreigner? Aren't Indians good looking and good from heart? What else you people need? Wow. Okay, so firstly, I'm a US citizen. I was born there, lived there for half my life, so I'm not using anybody for their citizenship. Secondly, yes, we can choose who we love, but it's 2021. I mean, ye kya hai? Race, jati, class, caste. If you find somebody who aligns with your values, if you love somebody, how does it matter what gender they are, what class they are, what race they are? The thing I do have an issue with these comments is I'm not some commodity that is being lootified. For translation, lootna is stealing, right? I'm not a commodity that's being stolen. I'm not this thing that can be passed around from country to country if I am with somebody who's not from India. Very rarely will you actually see this being reversed. Very rarely will you see the reverse comment on a Indian man and a non-Indian woman's or partner's video, because in that case, अरे वाह क्या score किया उन्होंने. That's something I have an issue with, and let's just rethink and reframe कि हम कैसे बात करते हैं लड़कियों के बारे में, and just how we objectify and commoditize people. Hey Avanti, you're acting so stupid, making reels with dumb teenagers. If you were going to do this, then why did you spend more than 2 crores on your education from Harvard and Berkeley? Firstly, I would really like to say, teenagers aren't dumb. They are doing really, really cool stuff. Aaj ke teenagers, Gen Z, I mean, I guess I'm also part of Gen Z, but I'm on the way older end of it, just barely making the cut. But the teenagers of today have so much access to everything, and what they're building, whether that's creating online presences, working and creating initiatives, and just the incredible power and knowledge that they have. It's such an empowered generation, and I'm so in awe of any teenager that I meet. So yes, I love hanging out with teenagers and I love learning from them, and it's really cool. I don't think it's fair to call them dumb. Let me bring up another comment that's similar. पढ़ाई लिखाई कर लो सब, माँ बाप ने तुम्हारे इंजीनियर या डॉक्टर बनने के लिए पैसा खर्च किया था और ये सब यहाँ टाइम पास कर रहे हैं. ज़माना बदल गया है. We are not in a world where just being an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer is valued. You can do anything you want, and you can make a good living from doing anything that you want. I was very clear, even going into college, that I knew I was going to be self-employed after graduating, and I knew that it was going to be in the artistic and business spaces. I'm personally very comfortable with how I'm going to get my return on investment, and anybody who is doing something that they're passionate about, people always love to pass judgment, and they'll say things like, dancer ban raha hai, paise kaise banayega? Creator ban raha hai, paise kaise banayega? Writer ban raha hai, paise kaise banayega? How is it any of your business how somebody is making their money unless it directly affects you? I would like to instead end with something that I really appreciate. So somebody pointed out a piece of criticism and feedback, and I loved the way they said it, so I really want to share. And I think it's important for all of us to know. Hi Avanti, just wanted to point out one thing. You mentioned the phrase, whatever your choices are in sexuality. I understand the intent behind that statement was not negative in the least. However, maybe try avoiding the term choice or preference when talking about something like sexuality or gender identity, since it's not really something you choose, it's just who you are. I hope this helped. Love you. Thank you so much for this comment and for pointing that out to me. I learned a lot, and I'm always learning in making sure how I can be more inclusive. This was beauty. This was a beautiful example of how you can give somebody great feedback, constructive criticism, and still be kind. If you're somebody who has anything publicly, if you have an Instagram account, a YouTube channel, my dad once told me, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. And I couldn't agree more. If you would like to see other videos talking about certain topics or statements or any ideas you have, please let me know. I hope you've been enjoying the content I've been putting out lately, लेकिन मैं ये भी देखना चाहती हूँ कि I am honoring the kinds of content you want as well. तो दोनों को balance करके please let me know in the comments below what kinds of content you want. Sending all of you lots and lots of love, especially to all of my parathas, and I will see you soon.